Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and I welcome you to this important video in which we are going to discuss about the interview and psychometric test preparation for the exam of RBI Grade B. Right, so let's start. First we will talk about your interview preparation. So guys, before we start preparing for your interview, we have to know certain basic points about your interview. Like what all are the parts of interview. So there are four pillars of any interview, especially for RBI Grade B examination, right? So we have devised these pillars, and I'm going to discuss with you each and every pillar and what you need to do for the preparation of that particular pillar, right? So very first is your biodata form, right? That you only fill, that you only tell that these are the things about you. Then guys, functions and working of RBI, another important pillar of this interview part. Why? Because you must know about the organization that you are going to be a part of or you want to be a part of. Then your static knowledge, of course, because this has been tested in earlier phases, phase 1 as well as phase 2. So it holds relevance in interview also. Last pillar is guys current affairs. So we tell it again and again that current affairs are going to be with you, are going to be your companion right from your phase 1 till you get recruited, right? So very important part of your recruitment process. Now let's discuss each and every pillar and how to prepare it. Talking about biodata form. So my dear friends, biodata form is a very important part of your recruitment process, and there can be questions on biodata form varying from your background, which includes your family background, your educational background, your work experience or work background if you have any work experience, right? These are the three things that are very important. Next is hobbies. Now hobbies we generally take lightly, but let me tell you, hobbies are a very important part of your personality. How much interested you are in your hobbies, right? What are your hobbies? These tell us, tell anyone what type of person you are. So hobbies are very important, just like your background of education, family, work experience, right? Then last point is questions on outliers. So outliers are basically the questions like if you have any gap year in your education, or if you have any gap year, you were working but you took a gap year and you started education again, started studying or preparing for the exam, anything like that guys, right? So you have to understand that you must know yourself really well. You must be thorough with your own background. You must be thorough with everything that is related to you. Why? Because you see, it will be very awkward on your part if you are not able to answer any question from your background itself. Will it not be awkward that any question that is pertaining to you and you are not able to answer, or you are not confident about it? Let's say someone asks you that in the interview that you have appeared in the examination earlier also, but you could not make it. What all reasons were there? So you should be confident about it, that you know these are my faults, these were my faults, I have worked upon them, and I look forward to in a future also work on my faults, right? Something like that, that you should be confident about your own self, your education, your work, your hobbies. So these are the things that you have to prepare thoroughly. So whatever you mention in your biodata, be thorough with it, or write it, write the things that you're already thorough with, right? Else you'll have to later on, after mentioning, go through those things. Let's say you mention hobby as dancing or singing, then you must be knowing about dancing, singing. What are the forms of dance? What are the forms of different music? Which is your favorite one? Why is it so? What do you like in it? So these things you should know, right? Now how do you prepare such things? Guys, very easy. You have to work on yourself. How? Prepare at least 100 questions. Better if you can make more than 100 questions on your own biodata, not just sit and write about yourself. Okay, we don't need that. Rather, on your biodata, try to frame each and every question, every possible question from your biodata, varying from your background, your education, your college life, your work experience, everything that you have mentioned there. Make questions, write down the answers, discuss with your family members, discuss with your friends, take their feedback. Okay, they know you really well, so they will be able to tell you whether are you comfortable telling something or not, right? So this is a very important part, the very first step that you have to take for your interview preparation, right? Taking you to the next step. Guys, functioning and working of RBI. Now, the organization that you want to be a part of, right, you must know about it. What are its functions? How is it working? What are its role in your government? All such things you have to know about Reserve Bank of India. For that, very simple thing, visit the website of RBI. Know about us section. This is the snippet from RBI website itself. You go there, read about it. RBI is functioning and working. Know the role of it. Anyhow, if you have been reading newspapers, current affairs, you will be already thorough with the type of work RBI does. But still, to be more confident, you should do this step, that go to the website and filter there. Right? This is gonna help you really well. Third point, guys, static knowledge. Now, as I said earlier in the beginning itself, that your static knowledge has been tested already in phase 1 and phase 2. So it is not so that there will be hardcore questions from your syllabus, but there might be a few questions, right? So you must be aware. You cannot say that, okay, I read this before phase 2 and I could not revise it, so I'm not able to answer it. This you should avoid, okay? Although this can be a genuine answer, that this is not my strong area, so I'll not be able to answer, but still it will be better if you keep yourself ready and know about your static knowledge. That will give you extra marks, okay? Those brownie points will be there for you. Now, how to do that? Guys, you have been preparing for your phase 2, phase 1 also. So do one thing, go through those things again before your interview. And we have listed down few topics. These are the most important topics when it comes to the interview part. You might be able to relate, even in phase 2 such questions are there a lot, right? But still try to cover at least these topics before your interview. These are inflation, Indian economy and reforms, monetary policy, fiscal policy, your ESI related issues, then finance when it comes to risk management, NPAs, fintech, very very important. There is a separate tab under RBI website. If you go now under fintech, go through it. Payment and settlement systems, financial inclusion, and corporate governance. So these things you must be thoroughly aware about, right? So it will be good if you are able to answer these questions, right? Now guys, fourth important part of your preparation is current affairs. So you have been preparing current affairs even before phase 1. All that is gonna help you again, right, in interview. But of course, there you cannot expect questions from sports, right, or some very general thing. Rather, you should focus your current affairs preparation again related somewhere to your syllabus only, especially RBI. If you're preparing RBI functioning, RBI working, RBI website you're going through, that will help you here also. How? The points that you need to cover are RBI notifications, mainly the regulations that are released by RBI just 3-4 months or 6 months before your interview. If you can go through, you should try to cover it. Then major reports are there, the latest ones. What are these reports about? Why are they released? What are the major findings? You don't need to obviously by heart each and every point of the report, but you should have a fair understanding of the reports. So RBI annual report, financial stability report, it is released twice in 1 year. Reports and trends in banking system in India. So economic survey and budget. So these are 5 reports that are mentioned in our syllabus also, right? So I hope you understand that we are drawing these things from the understanding of your syllabus only. Last is newspapers. So if you are referring, you want to refer to some business newspaper, financial newspaper, go through Live Mint and Economic Times. These are really handy. You can go through them on a daily basis, right? But I would suggest you not to just make notes, okay, said that I am preparing. If you find, of course, let's say there is some landmark change in corporate governance that you are going to for your understanding. But if you cover these things, majorly current affairs would be from these areas itself, okay? This will again help you push in your interview, because you're not only able to tell about your own self, you're not only able to tell about RBI and its role, you also have a knowledge of the current events that are going on, especially related to your again functioning of RBI and the work you want to get in. So this will be really helpful to you in your preparation. Do give weightage to these 4 points, right? So that was about your interview. Now I am taking you to psychometric test preparation. Now this has been newly added by Reserve Bank of India. Earlier there used to be no psychometric test. So what is it? First of all, I want to tell you this. Guys, psychometric test is basically the test of 2 things. Two types it is usually of. One is the test of personality traits of a person. Second is the test of cognitive ability. So test of cognitive ability is usually, I would say, has been done in your phase 1, phase 2. You have been able to do quant questions, reasoning questions, you have done your syllabus questions, right? You have been able to write answers and descriptive papers. So cognitive test is done there majorly, that we are assuming. So you are going to be tested on personality traits. Why this? Because this will make your interview process easier for the board. They have your traits analyzed on the basis of the psychometric test, and then you sit for the interview. So here you will be tested that what you have written in your biodata form, what you are answering, and what is shown in the test, is it all in sync, right? Are you not trying to fudge that, you are portraying yourself as someone else? So it will be easy for board to catch you on that, right? So just be genuine, that I'll tell you. On technical lines, I want to tell you the traits that are usually tested, which are of course very important for such an important organization. The traits could be or are usually cultural fitment. Are you culturally fit to be in as a part of the organization? Your learnability, are you open to learning? Are you flexible, agile person, that you are not that I have my beliefs, I know everything, I have now entered in the Reserve Bank of India, that's it. Do you have this particular trait in your personality? That will be tested. Then guys, your value system, of course, your ethics, integrity. How do you respond under stress? What things motivate you? And of course your emotional capability. So your intelligence, emotional intelligence is also going to be tested. So these are the traits, I would say, not tested, rather the traits that they are looking for, that do you have these traits? Are you at least ready to learn new things? Are you flexible in nature? Guys, I would suggest you that if you feel that you lack these traits, let's say you say that I am not that flexible, right? Or I do not respond well under stress. So try to work on it. And you can be genuine enough in telling these things in the interview itself, because that will be a part of your, that will favor you in the interview only, because if through your answers of a psychometric test, there will be a fair enough analysis with the interviewing members. So if you tell them that yes, I feel that I am a bit little less flexible, but I want to work on that trait of mine. I know that there have been instances, you can give examples that I've been trying to work on. It will play in your favor, guys. Mark my words. Anything is not a negative until you make it. That I want to tell you. Okay? Moving to your technical test, how is it done? So guys, few examples I've given of your psychometric test. First is your TAT, thematic apperception test. So this is, you see a picture. What happens is, this usually, this TAT test is a very common test in your armed forces selection, because there also they have to test a person on such traits. Psychometric aspects are very important there. So they give you a picture there, and you just have to write what do you make out of this picture. In few words, a time limit would be there, and you have to write down what do you think about this particular picture. Is this a boy who is sitting sadly, who does not want to learn guitar, has been forced? This way you write, or you mention that this child has played a lot of guitar, very happy and just relaxing. So such things, whatever you make out, will tell the persons who are analyzing that what type of personality you are. What do you see in the pictures? So this will be one type. Second could be, several case studies could be there, that let's say you are in this situation, what would be your response, right? So there might be questions on personality traits, that what do you feel about yourself? Are you a very person with strong values? Are you a person who is quite flexible in nature? You can adjust with people really well, or you come into like you are involved a lot in talks and all. So such questions might be there, and of course case studies would be there. So these are the examples of psychometric test. Now I think you know that how an analysis of your personality is going to be drawn from the psychometric test. After this particular test, you will be sitting in front of the interviewing board. They will be now testing you based on your biodata and your test, the result of this particular test. So again, I would say it's in your hands. Prepare really well. Be confident about whatever you write, whatever you say. Be genuine. That will help you. again I want to reiterate, nothing is a negative or a low point of your personality unless you make it. Okay, I really hope you found this video helpful. It helps in your preparation, right? Thank you for your precious time. For any queries, feel free to drop a mail at hello@edutab.co.in. See you soon. Thank you.